Guys, let me help you a little bit with your assignment, with your analysis assignment. When you're working on this, you're gonna get to this point in which you find that there is a D flat that is not part of the key. This D flat is not diatonic to the key. And if you put together, this is a non-chord tone, I'll tell you what it is later. If you put together all the notes that are happening on this second A note, you're gonna see that this is an E flat 7 with G on the bass, right? And that is what I told you. You will want to call this a 1-7 or a 1-6-5 because that's what it seems like, right? It seems like it is a chord that is built whose root is the tonic, and that it has a 7 that is in first inversion. So this is what you would like to label it as. However, if you go to this, your assignment at the beginning of the semester, when you were figuring out the quality of all the diatonic chords, you remember that when we were talking about the one chord, we said that when the one chord has a seventh, that seventh is major, is a major seventh. In this case, C sharp, right? The one chord, when it has a 7, has a T, not a T. So going back here, this chord with T, this is T on the second violin. This is not really a diatonic chord. For this chord to be diatonic, it would have to be an E flat major 7 over G, which is not the case. So once we know that that chord is not diatonic, well, first, let me unplug this. First, it's always a good idea to see what is happening around it, and I'll help you a little bit. This is a 5 chord that becomes a 5-4-2 and resolves to a 1-6. So you have something that you recognize very quickly, and then after this, the next chord you can consider a 4 chord. A 4 chord. So this would be another non-chord tone, and these two would also be non-chord tones, and this would be non-chord tone. This would be a passing. This one would be, let's say, passing, and these two would be passing too. So the chord that is going to, it's a 4. That is all we know. So we know that whatever chord is happening in the middle of these two beats is not diatonic and is followed by a 4. So at this point, you should know that this is the process that I would like your minds to go through. If the chord that is not diatonic, that you're trying to see if you can find a good label with Roman numerals, a good explanation of why is it working within this tonal system in this particular place, you ask yourself this: is this chord a major triad or a major minor 7 chords? Because these would be the qualities of a dominant chord. If it is, then ask yourself this: could this function as a secondary dominant of another scale degree in this key? And if so, is it going there? So we go back to the question: if E flat was a dominant, what would be tonic, or what would it be the dominant of? And your answer should be, if E flat was a dominant, tonic would be A flat, and A flat is 4 in this context. So in this particular example, a label that would work very well for this E flat 7 in first inversion is 5, 6, 5 of 4. If you're running out of space, instead of cramping it there, you can just do this. Okay. This is how this part of your score should look like. This one now, we know that is a neighbor tone. A neighbor tone. I hope this is clear. You can go back and watch the videos many times as you need to. And you are going to find at least one more example of a secondary dominant in here. So go through this same process in order to figure out what it is. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Bye bye.